Hi everyone, welcome to the very first part of the tips and tricks series on this new awesome Galaxy S4. This is Shukesh Banik from India and you are watching Gadgets Portal. The purpose of this very special video is to show you how awesome, how innovative is this new device from Samsung. Now, as I did before on the Galaxy Note 2, I'll show you all of these things step by step. Now, there are a lot of things you can do without even touching the device, like if you approach your hand towards the top part of the phone, you'll get this shorthand info of all of your notifications including email, app update, etc. And you can also do it in a different way just by waving your hand over the top part of the phone. This feature is called Quick Glance. There is another feature called Smart Alert. Whenever you pick up the phone, if you have any notification, you will get a vibrating feedback. Now you can obviously unlock your device by pressing the power key, but you can also do the same just by pressing the home key, which is a more convenient way. Here on this lock screen, you can set this ripple effect and also the lens flare effect. Now, like Galaxy Note 2, you are getting the air view feature, and this time you can do it with your finger, which is the most beautiful feature of this Galaxy S4. There are a lot of uses of this feature. I'll show you all of those step by step. Now you can unlock your device with voice commands. Let me show you a demo. Hi S4. As you can see, the device has unlocked without even touching the device. So these are the things you can do without even touching the display of this device, which is pretty cool. Now on this Galaxy S4, you can touch the device with metal as well. You can also get this air view feature, so you can make a homemade stylus for your Galaxy S4. You can also do it with rubber as well, so you can make one or buy one from the market and you will get the S Pen features of Galaxy Note 2 on this Galaxy S4, including the air view feature. You can unlock your Galaxy S4 in a lot of ways. I'll talk about those in the later episodes of this tips and tricks series, so keep in touch. Here is the lens flare effect on the lock screen you will get out of the box on this Galaxy S4, and this looks pretty cool as well. Now there are a lot of things you can do on this lock screen. First of all, you can swipe down this clock and you will get this editing option. Here you can do a lot of things, like you can set dual clock, change the clock size, and also this is the most important option. You can put down your name and also emergency contact number here, which is very important, especially when you have set a password on this Galaxy S4. You can now swipe up to get the quick launch apps tray. Now if you swipe left, you will get this direct camera launcher, which is very handy for candid shots, and I have set this manually and I'll show you later how can you do this. Now I have changed the quick camera launcher with these frequently used applications, and you can also add one. You can add any application you want and you can also edit this list. So this is very handy, and you can keep this one or the direct camera launcher on the lock screen, but not both at a time. And like the way I shown before, you can minimize it and then scroll. Now here on the lock screen, if you swipe right, you will get these windows and you can add maximum of 5 more windows on this lock screen. You can scroll, you can play music, you can also minimize these widgets. So this lock screen is versatile and you can do a lot of things. You can read the news without even unlocking the device, and with the help of air view, you can read few lines of this news. So these widgets are very useful. This is a Google Plus widget, and here is a blank space where you can add more widgets. There are a lot of widgets supported. Let's check this out. Well, if you are really liking this step-by-step review on this Galaxy S4, then it will be great if you subscribe to this channel, because I'll upload a lot more reviews regularly on this Galaxy S4. So don't miss any show. Subscribe and keep in touch. Now here on the lock screen, you can also put this quick launch apps tray, and you have to just swipe up over these applications and you can directly launch this. You can also customize this and you will not get these things by default on this Galaxy S4. Let me show you how can you put these things. First of all, you have to check this multiple widgets option to set 6 screens on the lock screen, and next under this lock screen widgets you can set your favorite application. After swiping the lock screen to the left, you can set either the camera or the favorite applications. Here are the shortcuts or the quick launch apps tray as I have shown you on the lock screen, and you can obviously customize it. Just press and hold on any application and then delete it and then add a new one. You can change the effect on the lock screen from this option, and you can also turn it off to save battery, and you should also turn it off as well. And here is the option where you can set the wake up command on the lock screen. Here is the place where you can set the unlocking command as I have set, and here are the 3 other options you can set manually. I'll show you this in the later parts of this review series. So there are so many features on the lock screen only, then just imagine how many features does this phone have on the home screen or on the applications. I'll cover all of this step by step, so be with me. Now on this Galaxy S4, Samsung has included a high sensitivity option so that you can use this device with your gloves on, and this is also very useful when you are painting, and if you don't want to make your display dirty, you can use this feature, and you have to actually turn it on from the settings. Let me show you how can you do this. Here is the option you should check. Now let's talk about the tricks I have for you on the home screen button. Along with its default function, you can also press and hold and you will get this recent and running applications on this device. You can kill this to save RAM, and you can also double press the home button to get the S voice. But because of this double pressing function, the response time of this home button is very high. As you can see, this home button is taking some time to take you to the home screen. Actually, this phone is waiting for the second press of the home button to check whether you want to launch the S voice or not. So what you can do is to go to the S voice settings and then uncheck this option. Now you will see that the response time of the home screen is almost 0, and this will speed up your overall experience with this Galaxy S4. This Galaxy S4 has got thermometer and also hygrometer, so you can check the temperature and also the humidity of the ambience with this application called S Health. This phone has also got a RGB light sensor which can set the tone of the display by detecting the light in the ambience, and this feature is called Adapt Display. And there is one thing I want to share here. This Adapt Display decreases the overall brightness of this display, so you better turn it off if you don't need this feature. I'll show you the option later. There is also an infrared sensor over here which helps in air gesture movement. It works 3 inches from the sensor, so while using this feature you should wave your hand over the sensor. There is also a front facing 2 megapixels camera, and you can use few features like smart stay, smart scroll and also smart rotation, etc. And I found these features very helpful. Smart stay does not allow the display to turn off as long as you are looking at it, and smart rotation blocks the auto rotation when your face is in parallel with the display, and this is very helpful when typing, sleeping on your sofa or bed, and the keyboard will not go to the landscape mode. You can use this air gesture to scroll through home pages, and the most beautiful among these is the smart scroll feature. Let me show you a demo of it. You have to just look at the display, and just after this phone detects your eyes, you have to look down by tilting your head and look up by tilting your head in the reverse motion, and you can also do the same by tilting your phone, which is a more convenient way. You can also move the phone forward or backward to do the same. So you can do this in 3 different ways, and the main principle is the phone detects your eyes and calculate the distance, and after that if the distance increases then the web page will scroll up, and if the distance decreases then the web page will scroll down. I personally used this feature a lot of times and it works. Now let me show you the tricks I have for you on the volume rocker. There is a settings icon you must have seen, and you can set different volume for your ringtone, media, notifications and system. This is a vital settings to check when you turn on the device for the first time. Now guys, there is a very special feature Samsung has included into this Galaxy S4. It is called safety assistance, and you can trigger this assistance just by pressing and holding the volume rocker up and down keys simultaneously for 3 seconds. And this phone will capture 2 photos, one with the front camera and one with the back camera, and also track your location on the Google Maps and also your nearby landmark. Here, as you can see, emergency has been declared, and this feature will now send your location to your emergency contact number through a text message, and also your photos through MMS. Here are the photos that the phone has clicked and sent an MMS to my emergency contact number. Here are the text messages with my location. You can set this once or make it periodical with 10 minutes or 20 minutes interval, and this phone will capture images and also the location and send a text message to your emergency contact number that you have set. You can set maximum of 4 emergency contact numbers and also customize the emergency message to be sent. Now there is a trick for the power key as well. If you press and hold the power key as well as this home key for few seconds, you can take screenshots. Now after taking the screenshot, you will get this option of editing the image, and you have to turn on this option manually from the settings before taking the screenshot. Now you can do a lot of things, like you can crop your image as you wish, and you can also apply color effects, and there are a lot of options available. You can also apply these effects on any image in the gallery. You can apply few effects from here. Now there are few more things, like you can also correct portrait images, like you can do red eye reduction, etc. But there is no face in this image. Now here is the most important option. You can write, draw or annotate anything, and this is very helpful in maps. You can give your friends direction, and there are a lot of pen settings. You can also add presets. I'll show you these things later. So you can edit your screenshots or clicked images in a lot of ways. You can also add photo frames, which is also very nice. Now there are few selection modes available on this editor. You have to just press and hold, and you will get this window where you can set the selection mode, and there are a lot of options. From this option you will get this lasso tool, brush tool, and also round tool and square tool, and obviously this magnetic tool for selection. So you are getting this premium selection tools like Photoshop. This editor is one of the most intensive editor you can find on any other smartphone. You can also take screenshots in a different way just by swiping your hand over the screen, and you will get this editing option as well. Now regarding the capacitive keys, if you press and hold the back key, you will get this toolbar, and with this toolbar you can split the screen in two and run 2 applications simultaneously. I'll make an in-depth review on this multi-window feature later. Now you can launch Google Now in 3 different ways. First of all, you can launch it from here, and the second option is you can launch it from here as well, and the third option is if you press and hold the menu key, you can get this Google Now. From the menu you will get this search with camera option, and with this tool you can scan QR codes, barcodes, etc. So there is no need of installing any separate QR code scanner when you have a Jelly Bean device like this Galaxy S4. Now on the top of this phone there is an infrared blaster, and you can use this device as a TV remote with this infrared blaster. I may upload a tutorial regarding this, so keep in touch. Now there are few basic things I want to share. From this task manager you can force close any application that is unresponsive. You can do it from here, and this is very helpful sometimes. You can also clear the RAM from here, which will save the battery and also RAM. From the settings, let me show you how can you turn on the features I have shown you. Well, first of all, here is the settings where you will get the adapt display option. This adapt display, as you know, detects the light in the ambience and sets the screen tone, but this also decreases the brightness. You should also check this option, which will show you the battery percentage on the notification bar. And here is the option where you can turn on or off the editing option after screen capture. And next there is a battery saving option, which will set the screen tone of the video or image you are watching, and to get the best of the display, better turn it off. Well, I have to show you so many things on this Galaxy S4, and this video is getting very long, so I will upload second part pretty soon with hundreds of new features on this Galaxy S4. So if you are thinking of getting a new Galaxy S4 or already have one, then don't miss any show. Subscribe to this channel, that is Gadgets Portal, and join this growing community of the Galaxy S4 users. So far, this is a great device with amazingly colorful display and also very nice processing power. This is beyond doubt the best device in the market at this moment. I will use this device thoroughly and try to upload reviews on this device from time to time. If you have any question regarding this S4, you can visit my Facebook page, facebook.com/gadgetsportal. I'll try to answer your questions. You can also check the channel for more reviews on this Galaxy S4, and visit and subscribe to my Android games and apps channel, where I show all the games and apps on this S4. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching.